As an American, I can say without a doubt that when we see something that isn't ours, we overcome with a deep urge to steal it. And today, I'm seeing a certain lake that Canada is very close to. So, what if we did a little trolling and took it for ourselves? So, how does one get control of 3,000 cubic miles of water? Well, in old times, the idea was pretty simple. Step 1, find land. Step 2, massacre. But we can't be conquering Lake Superior. That would start a war with Canada, and I ain't wanna fight no geese. Plus, it's not like we need a war in the modern day, because in this modern epoch, we're far beyond war, and no one would ever start a meaningless conflict that achieves nothing at all. Right? Yeah, I'm sure we're fine. Alright, so if we can't just conquer the area, how do we take it over? Well, we simply move it into territory we already own. The plan is to move the entire body of water into mainland United States so those freedom haters can't have it. We'll need a place to put it. The area I've selected is South Dakota, as it's fairly nearby. But what about all the people in South Dakota for a warden? Well, naive child, I'll simply shoo all four of them out with a broom. Now that that's out of the way, we have another issue. The average elevation of South Dakota is 2,200 feet, and Lake Superior sits at 601 feet. Now, I'm no physicist, but I doubt that the water is going to want to go uphill 1,400 feet. So then, the jig is up, right? No. We'll simply lower the elevation of South Dakota. The surface area of South Dakota is 75,000 square miles, or 200,000 anti-freedom units. We multiply this by the depth we need to go, which should be the distance from the average height of South Dakota to about the middle of the depth of Lake Superior, since Lake Superior is smaller. This is about 2,500 feet, which is close enough to half a mile for me to not care. We will multiply it by 75,000 square miles, and it's 37,500 cubic miles of terrain. This may seem like an insurmountable task to remove, but it actually isn't. You may be thinking I'll resort to nuclear weapons, as I often do, but all the nukes in the world could only remove about 20 cubic miles. A feat to be sure, but nothing next to the 37,000 I need gone. If only there were a previous instance of a massive quantity of land being removed very quickly. Ah yes, asteroids. The thing that once wiped out the dinosaurs, and also what my neighbor gets sometimes. A sufficiently sized asteroid could easily wipe out all of South Dakota, and also destroy the rest of the Earth, which means it's probably the way to go. But how does one crash asteroids into Earth? Well, preliminary tests such as the DART by NASA are being done to look into redirecting asteroids, but this technology is still very new and unpredictable, or, as I like to put it, extremely good for trolling. But of the thousands of asteroids, which one to pick? The objective is to obliterate a state, and all collateral damage is tolerated. The three factors to be considered are the size, speed, and closeness to Earth. However, I'll ignore the latter two and just jump straight to the biggest one I can find, Ceres. Ceres has a diameter of 940 kilometers, or 540 freedom units. This should be more than enough to make a crater to hold Lake Superior. So I go to NASA and gently persuade them to knock it into Wyoming. While we're waiting for that to arrive, I gently persuade the US government to dig a big trench from Lake Superior to South Dakota. After all, we managed the Panama Canal. This can't be that much harder. Should be any minute now. Any minute now. Any second now. Any. Did it work? Hang on, let me check a satellite view. Yes, let's go. Screw you, Canada. I win, losers. I guess it only cost several $billions to steal Lake Superior. Oh, also, everyone on Earth is dead, but that's worth it. You know, as long as those stupid Canadians can't have any of our lakes. I am really, really glad that they can't have any of our lakes. Really glad we own all of the